Hello everybody, welcome back to Third Age War Divide and Conquer. So we're starting off with today's episode with a battle in between Durthang and Isenmouthe. We are under attack by Captains Lunshag and Captain Akoth. 939 Uruk warriors attacking us in the first wave, 791 in the second. And the fact they're attacking in waves is a bonus for us. My numbers are not that high, just over 1100 men. So not great in terms of strength on my side. But what I do have in my advantage is 4 units of Ithilien Rangers and 2 artillery pieces. And also the enemy is attacking, as I said, in 2 waves. So I'm going to have to really try and focus a bit here and really work at wiping out this first wave as soon as possible. So when the second wave arrives, things will be a lot easier. And I can basically just almost have like a second skirmish battle. So if I try and treat this like 2 skirmish battles, then I reckon I should be able to get through this quite nicely. But because we are under attack, I'm actually going to take position up on top of this ridgeline, or at least I'm going to put my artillery up on this ridgeline. I'm going to use flaming shot, not an accurate ammunition type, but it's one that I tend to use because I am very much a fan of the amount of damage that it does. Like I said, not the most accurate piece of ammunition to use with your artillery, but from past experiences, it's worked out quite well for me. So I'm actually going to have my peacekeepers. Or should I have my peacekeepers? No, actually, no, let's not do that. Let's do... Right, let's set up with an infantry, one spearman unit in the middle. Actually, I'll put both in, but I'll just tighten up the formation, I think, a little bit. So we'll just do little blocks like this. Several men deep on each one. And then we can fill up the rest of the line with our peacekeepers there. Nice. There we go. Nice and straight forward. Right. Reserves, I'm actually going to put on the left. It's a little bit flatter. Not by too much on our side, but it's a little bit flatter than it is on this side. So I'm going to have my cavalry on the other flank to benefit from the downhill slope. Hopefully that actually has an impact. We'll soon find out. Archers, you can actually fire at will, I believe.
The enemy
So
have brought up more men.
Actually, let's not do that yet. We'll wait for them to get a little closer because they're going to march towards us. And according to the mini-map, the enemy is actually coming from that back corner. So that's actually good. That's a bit further away than if they'd come straight through the middle. So let's aim for the... Oh, yeah, okay. That's fine. I saw the catapult start marching forward and I thought, oh, that's not good. But we're going to aim for the Uruks. Anything that lands short should land right in the middle here. Archers can now fire at will as well. They are in range. As they get closer, I may turn off fire at will because it's a bit of a pain in the arse having fire at will mode on when you then try and tell your troops to retreat. Whereas if you manually have them on, if you manually tell them how to fire or who to fire at, it's a bit easier to get them to stop firing and then focus. I'm actually going to get a couple of units to shoot those archers right in the middle. Look at this. The amount of damage that, again, inaccurate. 2 shots out of 3. Missed there. There's another one. But the amount of damage that gets done. Look at the big pile there. The amount of damage. Regular shots is more accurate, but less area of impact. Still going to aim for the Uruks with my catapult. I'm actually going to maybe switch to the halberds for my ballista. My archers are having a field day right now. What are we up to? 11% already. I'm going to make sure I have at least half of my ammunition left with my archers by the end of this first wave. Ready for when the next one arrives. So the Orc Maulers are now charging uphill towards us. Get one of my archers to get a couple of rounds into this Orc man. That was an amazing shot. Look at that. Catapults, you can aim for those halberds now, I think. So I'll tell my archers to hold fire. And now we can... I'm actually going to branch off these two that way. These two can come back here. I'm not going to go straight backwards with these guys because obviously the ballista's there shooting. Oh, they're coming from my cavalry here. Probably should have put my infantry on the other side then. That's fine, we'll send in some infantry. Get a nice cavalry charge in here. Okay, these two archers can shoot there. Right, General, actually you can move across this way. Catapults hold fire because we're going to save your ammunition. And then these two archers can take over. Shoot those halberds. Alright. Infantry fall back into position. General, you can run down those orc band. My larger cavalry unit is going to go for the archers up back there. Oh, let's
if we continue like this,
avoid
we will smash the enemy. Are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Halberds, if possible, please. We'll let the routing units run past. Get these guys to hold fire. So the halberds are down to less than 100 now. So what have we got charging in to start with back here? Let's slow this down so that things are still moving, but we've got a little bit of extra time to have a look. So we've got some Uruks. Another Uruks. We've got the Sauron's Will. Those are the biggest threat. One unit of archers there and one unit of halberds. Okay, there's the captain as well. Right there. So all focus will be on the Sauron's Will. We kill them. That is the enemy's biggest strength of that second wave taken care of. Right, front line held. Halberds taking a bit of a beating there. So let's surround this unit here. So we're going to turn one of our units to... Right, let's hold fire there. You guys pull back a bit. Archers are still holding for the moment. So let's get our cavalry to actually chase down the routers instead. We'll get our archers to take over against those enemy archers. We'll march up this way. How much time we got? They're getting a little close. Let's start preparing our line here. So, artillery, let's form you up. Right. So it's those two, right. That's fine. Group 2, stop. Okay, group 2 I'm actually going to put over on the flank over here. Archers, you can, spearmen, you can come out shield wall. Move our group there. Right, archers then. Oh, there goes the enemy captain. Oh, right in the dome. Right in the dome. Okay, archers, you can come down the line a bit here. Group 1. Form line. So I'm going to get a cavalry charge in here. I've got my second line up here. Hopefully we're going to distract the enemy a bit. Well, the second wave, I mean. Okay, got some kills there. Let's pull back.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Right. Right, where's the... There they are. Sauron's Will right there. Let's focus all archer fire there. Catapults. And ballista on that. So all missiles are away over that. Do whatever damage we can to the Saurons. Well, we take them out and we'll take out the enemy's strongest unit. Come on, guys. There's one Uruk left over here. Let's put our general back there. Nice. Let's take the other one away. We'll go back here. Uruk halberds. Okay. Good hits there, looks like. That's the other good thing about them being grouped up like this as well, with using the ballista, is that the ballista seems to be relatively accurate, even with flaming shot. So when they're grouped up like this, you get a good line of kills here. Right, I think this unit is going to be a little bit out of position now. Let's pull them back a bit, more in line with my line, my main force, which is actually starting to look a little bit off. So let's slow this down for a second. So let's reform here. Sauron's will are down to 70. Perfect. Right. Let's form our archers back up there. Take the other unit here. Generals are safely behind my second group. Enemy archers over there, so let's take our cavalry up the slope. We've lost 4% so far of our army. Okay, you guys can hold fire. And actually focus there. And we'll get our archers. Actually, our archers can focus on those halberds as well. The enemy's line's quite close now, so we can get our cavalry to focus on their archers. That's no problem. So let's flank this unit here. We've got plenty of troops to flank here as well. Get artillery to hold fire while our generals are charging through.
We will smash the enemy.
Enemy halberds are getting wrecked now, though. Whoa, where are you going? Just completely surround. Alright. Knocked the Uruk archers down to size a little bit, so let's pull our cavalry back before those halberds get a little too close. Before we start shooting our general as well with friendly fire. We'll refocus our artillery efforts.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
We've got Uruks breaking in the middle here. Nice. Got this in the bag, guys. We've got this in the bag. Let's not chase too much. Let's do a bit of running here. Can hardly even see the enemy on the floor here. There we go. Oh, everything is just focusing on 20-odd halberds. It's quite funny. Those enemy archers are trying to escape a bit. Just gotta try and run them down. Artillery, you might as well hold fire.
Behold how our cowardly
lovely.
foe runs. It's time to press the attack.
Okay. Perfect. All of them down, please. Don't have a lot of cavalry to do this, really, but nearly at 500 500 prisoners. Let's take out those halberds. Those halberds are a bigger threat, really, than the archers, in my opinion. Past experiences. There goes the enemy captain. Nice, keep going. One more guy left. Oh, we've got a group over there, 37. Let's take them out rather than that one guy. Come on, cavalry, catch up. Get them. Yes. Just before they escaped the map. Oh, just in time. We get them over here as well. Almost. Oh, not quite all of them. Most of them, though. They're still on the map. Whoops, their error. Oh, you guys are dead. So one guy's going to escape from the unit. I just might as well fire at will of that last unit. It's back up here somewhere. Oh, one man. Is it one man? Not quite sure.
The enemy are
there we go.
utterly vanquished. This is a great victory
45.
worthy of only the mightiest of generals.
We lost 45. What was our casualties inflicted rate? 130 for the Rangers, 178 for the Rangers, 115 for the Rangers, 171 for the Rangers, 133 for the catapult. The ballista only got 34. I think that was mostly from that second wave that arrived, to be honest. Gondor infantry 60. Good General's bodyguard 93. 256 prisoners though. Our highest casualty rate was in one of the peacekeepers at 21, and then the Gondor infantry with 20. But overall, pretty good. I mean, looking at the number of casualties we received, it was definitely more than 45. Yeah, overall a pretty good result, I think. It's about 1,600 Uruks, 700, 1,700 Uruks taken care of. Durthan gets to stay alive for a little bit longer. Which, by the way, based on your guys' response to one of the previous episodes, we are going to be demolishing the... Was it the Black Castle or something that's in there? Apparently it recruits black, or allows the recruitment of Black Numenorians for Mordor. So if they do take back Durthan, that is something we definitely don't want them to have in their arsenal, is the ability to recruit Black Numenorians, because they are a pain in the arse unit. Well done, Dol Amroth. I wondered if those two Haradrim armies would turn around. So Dol Amroth's situation looks very similar to my situation when I did their campaign. Failed invasion. Boom. The Dark Lord is most displeased that he has had to call an end to the invasion before it has even begun. Well, you say before it's even begun.
Yes.
You say that. It lasted a long time. Your guys just didn't do anything. Right, so one thing that was suggested was actually to focus more on economy than military back in my home territories, which is a very good point, actually. It would be good to get the barracks upgrades, particularly in Caer-Andros. I need the barracks there. But I do need a stronger economy. Mines give me plus 180 here. Right, let's have a look at this. So crop rotation... Bit of an increase, not too grand, but a bit. And the mines, it literally just adds 180. It doesn't really do much else. Trade, what was that, 41 increase. Merchant's Wharf. See, that's a bit better. 1484 to 1552. Slightly higher increase in admin and buildings. But still not that great. I mean, 4,100's a lot of money. And 6,500 for the dockyard. Oh, you see, now that's an even better increase in trade, is having the dockyard for Minas Tirith. It's so expensive. I think I need to spread out my expenditure on my economy buildings across a couple of places. And then I should be able to, hopefully, in a few turns, get a bit of a better return. That's not going to do anything, is it? Public order. Oh, do I actually have the ability to get... Yeah. Oh, Get another spy. Lovely. And we can get some Osgiliath veterans as well. That'd be quite interesting. We can use sharpened stakes. They do better than the Gondor archers. And actually have better stats than my Athelian rangers. So I will definitely get one of them. Alright, so I'm down to 6,000 now. So even less money to spend on economy. But, okay, let's have a look at Ethron. What does this do? Not really a great deal. Okay, let's not do that then. Pelagir. Merchant's Wharf goes from 1206 to 1255. Not that great. Farming could go from 323 to 388. Poor harvest, apparently. I need to maybe try and increase my economy in my less threatened provinces. And actually, there's some low-level economy buildings here. So communal farming. It's a poor harvest, but that goes up by 65 income increase for 1,500 expenditure. Or 1,500 cost. So I'll do that for them. Not too far to go for a wretch before we can upgrade that. That'd be nice. Get a little bit of extra cash from them. We've got my... Oh, this is actually the money. I had like 5,000 increase in my treasury at the start of this turn. And that's even with all of these troops out in the field. So if I can get some free upkeep on these guys, my income's going to be looking pretty sweet, I think. What does that add? 150 for those mines. Okay. Cirith Yrwin. 330. Definitely going to get that then. So that leaves me with 1,100 on hand. You guys back up to Serralond.
As you wish. Come and get me. Protect the blood of Numenor.
Oh, they're actually going to stand and fight. Okay. We've got some cavalry in there. They're on a bridge as well, so I'm going to have to cross. But I have archers. So I have a bit of a missile advantage here. 4-1. I could auto-resolve this. Nah, I'll just do it. I'll just do it. Nice little skirmish. Try and get my archers to do the majority of the work. Try and reduce the potential casualty cost to my actual infantry, because I'm going to need them for later. So we'll try and get my Blackroot Vale archers to do the majority of the work on this one. We will also deploy some sharpened stakes, if it will even let us. Just in case the enemy cavalry gets some ideas. I might as well actually stay in fire at will mode. Yeah, so we'll do infantry group 1. These guys are going to be my group 2. And then all my generals grouped together will put me out there. Group 4.
Pick up your bows, countrymen. Be ready, archers.
So what are the enemy going to do here? Actually, let's... Oh, they're actually going to run across. Right, archers. Let's pull you back then. Try and get you away from the javelins of the enemy cavalry, and then let them run into my wooden stakes. And then we'll just worry about the enemy infantry afterwards. Oh, they've actually stopped running. Oh, I'm taking javelin fire in the back. Not good. Are they going to chase me? There we go. Perfect. Almost perfect. Some of them getting through. The enemy captain's down though, so that's good. I was hoping to get most of my archers to do the majority of the work here, but apparently that is not going to be the case. So let's run our archers forward, try and get the enemy cavalry to move away. I'm not really going to be able to get my cavalry involved, because that's the one downside of my wooden stakes, is that I've kind of neutralised my own cavalry charges here. I have to wait for the enemy infantry to get out. Right. Focus there. Grey Flood Riders are retreating. So I'm actually going to get my other 2 generals to chase them down, keep them away.
Like this, we will smash the enemy.
Slam into these guys with our 2-handers. The enemy captain's dead, so this should be completely disastrous for the enemy morale here. You see, one of them is already wavering a little bit here, and they've broken. Move on to the outlaws. Keep my 2 generals chasing the enemy cavalry over there. Break these outlaws. There we go.
Pursue and run them down.
Right. Nicely done. Pull our guys out of there. So now that the enemy have passed our wooden stakes, we can just chase them down with our cav, no problem. I've actually lost 5% of my army. It's a little bit painful, but oh well. Hopefully those are just wounded. Just let our cavalry run these guys down. At the very least, this is 3 units of enemy troops that we don't have to worry about anymore.
This is a clear victory.
Boom. Nice and easy. 48 men. Yeah. That's fine.
Watch for the enemy. Never shall they return.
Okay, right, now we can carry on.
Onward. Let us set up camp.
What were the mercenaries we can get here? Oh, just ships. Okay. There's no units in that fleet there. Good. Sorted. So we are under siege at Estelad, which is kind of what I wanted. Family member there. Nazgul general there. And we have our backup force here. Right, before I forget, Durthang, Black Castle, goodbye. What do they get? 1 unit of Uruk defenders. Good, so we'll fight there in a second. We're just going to look at moving some extra troops up. Now that Minas Ithil isn't really under threat at the moment, unless they send something from up here, I might put a couple of extra units into this army. So I might take these 2. Take the Fountain Guard into Mordor. So I've got 1, 2, 3 Rangers, 1 Gondor Archer, 1 Militia Archer. I wonder if it'd be worth sending this army
ready your weapons
up there to the Black Gate. We'll head this way along the road.
Marchmen. Let us set up camp here.
Might as well put a watchtower down. We can free up the spire then.
Approaching quietly. Approaching quietly.
There's a few troops around here.
Quietly.
Maintain order. Protect the blood of Numenor.
My lord.
So what have they got here?
You.
So the biggest threats, I mean the Nazgul general we can, the Nazgul general we can kill relatively easy. I think, to be honest, the biggest threat in this army is going to be the temple units. We've got 1 unit of temple knights and 1 unit of temple guard. So they got a melee attack of 12. This is just the archer unit, but their missile attack is 8. Temple knights have got a melee attack of 18. My archers, my best archers, have got a missile attack of 6. So they have less missile damage than the Temple Guards. I've got a couple of strong units in here, the White Tower units. Wardens of the White Tower and Phantom Guard, so I've got some good infantry in this army. And I've obviously got my catapult as well. So I've definitely got the army on hand at Estelad to defeat Gian Dawn Death. It's whether I actually have the strategy to do it or not. We'll find out when they attack. So we've got 3,200 on hand now. So let's... Right. I need to build... something economical again. Might be worth getting chicken farming at Pelagir. 0.5% population growth with normal tax rate. That's not very good. Not very good at all. So I might do that actually. Retrain those two. Actually, let's build that. 3 turns. And my spy, 1 more turn to build them.
My lord.
Right, you might as well come out this way.
Quietly.
Go to the other side of the volcano.
Quietly.
So there's quite a lot of Mordor troops around Barad-dûr. Obviously, they get a good garrison out of that as well if we lay siege.
Approaching quietly.
Although the garrison itself is not that... doesn't look too highly equipped or high experience or anything like that. They got a few of the basic units. You've got some Orc Host, Morannon Guard, and Orc Band in there. That's 3 of their units taking up like some sort of, well, what I'd class as tier 1 troops. You've got some Uruk Archers in there, so you've got a few tier 2, but nothing too substantial. What's in Uvatha the Horseman's army? We've got 2 generals, Uvatha the Horseman and Akorahil the Blind Sorcerer, sorry. We got Sauron's Will in there, so that's a big threat. And then this captain has 2 Uruk halberds, so not actually too threatening. There is obviously some good damaging units in there, but not anything that surprising. Not something we, not a lot of stuff in there that we haven't already come across in the past. So it's not too bad. So let's finish off this video with the Battle of Isenmouthe. We'll lay siege to this. Let's make a quick save as well in case the meld decides that this will be a perfect time to start crashing. 585 units in the army. Grishnak is the commanding general. He is just a general. He's not the faction leader or anything, which is a disappointment, but never mind. Nice to actually kill the faction leader of Mordor somewhere. A couple of Uruks, 1 Uruk defender, no missiles, no nothing, so I have the full advantage of this battle. We'll see if we can knock out another Mordor province. Not a big province, to be fair, but, it's still a province nonetheless. And it might actually open up the area of view for the Black Gate. I'm actually going to attack from this side. Nice straight run to the town centre. But in addition to that, we've also got the ability to just shoot up straight into the town centre with our archers and artillery. So something the AI likes to do in this game is retreat to the middle, or just start from the middle altogether. So if they do that, then bonus for me. I can just shoot them. I mean, to be fair, that was the plan anyway, but, So, let's turn off Flaming Shot. We're going to take out towers first, because that one's shooting at me. Nice. Well, with that said and done, let's take out the other tower and then I can knock down the wall. Have they got that tower under control yet? They haven't, despite having troops on the wall. Oh, we missed. Oh, there we go. Right, seeing as these troops are... Ah, we're not going to be able to take out very many of them. That's a shame. Well, we hit the back. At least we can take some of them out. All right, breach number 1.
And on to victory.
So is the AI going to move? It looks like the AI is going to move up and just block that breach altogether. Getting some good hits there in the background. Some very good hits there. Okay. So we're just going to wait for all these Uruks to get off the wall and then leave the area. I think I'll put one more breach in over here.
Through the enemy's walls, into the breach, and on to victory.
Okay. Our first volleys off into the piles. Let's move our artillery across. Switch them to flaming shot and we'll move up our infantry. Lots of kills there, shooting the enemy in the back. So their general... somewhere down... oh, there he is. Couldn't see him at first. I think what I might do is actually get all of my archers to focus on this pile. Along with my catapult. I'll bring my catapult up a bit as well. Just so they don't accidentally shoot my troops, or they're less likely to accidentally shoot my troops. There we go. All 4 archers are now firing into the pile here. Of course, this is when the enemy decides to move and run away a bit. They're actually walking into the other gap, which is fine by me. Right, I'm gonna get excuse me, I'm gonna get group 2 to come up to this breach here. base. So we'll hold fire, let them tighten up their formation again. Cannonball hasn't exactly got a lot of ammo left, so I'm happy to just use it up. Good last minute hit there. Okay, so now would be a great time to fire ballista. Two, 3 hits. Beautiful. And they're not loosening their formation this time either. Now they are now. Okay. Probably be worth me sending my second group down this road here to the town centre. If I get a couple of my units to hold this area, get one unit to take the... Or actually, I could get all 3 of them to hold this gap here and let my cavalry take the town centre. Re-angle my archers a bit here. Bit of micromanagement with my ballista here, but otherwise all good. So let's get these guys over here. Get my generals inside. They can take the town centre. As soon as, excuse me, as soon as all these guys decide to turn around and try and get back to the town centre to hold it. Oh goodness me. I can then bring in my main force and flank the enemy a bit.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men. Our men have taken control of the castle.
Go. Right. Archers fire at will. Excuse me, goodness. There's just something stuck in my throat almost. Hold, boys, hold. 3 minutes. Let's get our... Actually, let's not get these guys in. Hold on. We've still got a little bit of... We've still got quite a bit of ammunition left with our archers, so we'll send our peacekeepers around the outside, actually. We'll just do... Tell them to go into certain directions there. It works just the same as if you do it with Rome 2, where you select a unit, hold down Shift and tell them to go and to various points throughout the battlefield, so you don't have to worry about them. It works just the same in Medieval 2, you just don't see an arrow or anything, you just see the little red dots. The archers are going to shoot these guys in the back. Ah, I thought there was a... Oh, there is a path here. Okay.
The battle is very much in our favour.
See, all my peacekeepers have arrived back here now. We form a second line with our peacekeepers. Aim that way. Look at how much damage we've done here with our archers in the back. It looks like we've done a bit of friendly fire potentially, but otherwise good move, I think. Because my archers are all firing at slightly different times, it's almost like a continuous arrow barrage. Running out of clansmen, to be fair, though, in this army. This army's done a lot of work, though. Let's hold fire now. We've done enough. Get my cavalry around. I don't know why I don't do this more often with my shift key and everything. Charge into the back of the bodyguard. I'm going to end it there.
This is a clear victory.
So we don't lose any more men. 32 for 520. Isenmouthe has been taken. Now the Black Gate is cut off from the rest of Mordor. We don't have a lot of troops left in this army, but I think we've got enough to hold Isenmouthe for a short while. Hopefully long enough for my second army next to Estelad to actually get up north and attack the Black Gate. Good result, to be fair. Good result.
We have vanquished the enemy.
Sack the settlement.
Our realm is
Do
expanded.
a bit of repair. Apparently we can retrain one of our units, probably an armory or something. Right, what can I demolish? I can get rid of the troll cage. Brawler's pit. That'll do. So now let's retrain a couple of bits. Right. Minas Tirith, I'm actually going to get the mines. I'm going to do it. I'm going to try and get these heavy guys up
By
here
your command.
to try and help out.
Yes.
Okay. Right, let's see what Mordor does in response to this. Now that in the last couple of turns they've lost 3 settlements. And we have a substantial foothold now in their territory. It looks like the garrison of the Black Gate is going to be rather large, if that is that was a captain army garrisoning it. Strangely, no attack on Estelad on this occasion.
Watch for the enemy.
Lord of Isengard is dead. Armsman's Guild. Not really sure what that does. I'm guessing it just improves weapons. I can't be asked with that though. 1200 I need to keep hold of for the moment. High Pass besieged. Kingdom of Rohan. Thang. Okay. Some good mines in there apparently. Be worth trying to get those.
My lord, tomorrow's journey.
Nothing on the pass there.
I shall continue to.
Captain of Gondor.
Being blocked by a Variag army.
To the dogs. My lord, by your command, we'll make
So I'm going to get these two heavy guys into Isenmouthe to help with the defense there.
Maintain order.
Right, this guy. I wonder if I should attack him or maybe I should just rely on my defenders.
Protect the blood of Numenor.
Let's try and sneak past, shall we?
Let us set up camp here.
Ooh, I have no...
Yes.
There we go. I was going to say, my archers in this army can't deploy stakes, and if that Variag army attacks Cirithalion, that would be something I need. So we'll just add a ranger unit in there. Oh, I thought I could get some free upkeep there, but apparently not. I'm actually going to put in a couple of spearmen in here. Lovely. Oh, one thing I got asked was when am I going to use Boromir? And that's a very good point, actually. I should probably use Boromir at some point. But he gives me 300 income at Isenmouthe Gilead. I maybe should see if I can... Where have I got a spare general there?
Captain of Gondor. Ready your weapons.
So it was at 9 something.
Awaiting your command. Captain of Gondor.
Ah, that'll do. I'll move him up this way.
Onward. Let us set up
Let's
camp.
get him involved. A couple of hundred loss on our income, but we can manage with that. That's fine. It's a large Haradrim army in our middle of our territory there. Not
Your
too
orders.
comfortable with that.
This had best be worth our
Still
time
very
until we
demanding
meet
on
again.
accepting peace there.
Protect the blood of Numenor. Forward.
My lord. Approaching quietly, watching from
Nice. Managed to get a spy in. You guys aren't doing any free upkeep, so it might be worth just bringing you along for the fighting this way as well.
Make camp here.
No point having them in Seralond if they're not getting any free upkeep. Let's move a unit up there though, just to keep the people happy. And then that's at least one free upkeep unit as well, because those peacekeepers weren't getting free upkeep in Londgalen, so might as well have them up this way.
my lord. My lord. Approaching quietly.
Yeah, they got a unit of mountain trolls in there. Not the strongest troll unit, but still a threat. Sauron's Will in there. So you see what I mean? It's more like a level, mostly a level tier 1 style army there, garrisoning Barad-dûr. All right, we'll do one more turn flip into 94. We'll see if we get attacked in this turn flip. Okay. Grouping up into a stack. And they're here attacking. Excellent. So it's 1,600 of our troops versus 3,100 of theirs. Still got some good strong units. I've got a lot of missiles. How many archers do they have? 3? Oh, they actually gained 2 more halberds. So they've got 1, 2... Yeah, 1, 2, 3 archers in there. To my 4. They have a ballista unit to my catapult. 1 cavalry to my 4. It's going to be a difficult one. But we'll have to see if we can hold out in the next episode. Thank you very much for joining for this one, guys. I will see you all then.